One of 4 left-handed bats in this order. Hits it down the left field side. Bella Dayton coming over near the line and right along the line. In fair territory, makes the catch. So a couple of pitches in the game, and Lexi Kilfoyle gets the game's first out. Yeah, really good start there for Kilfoyle, especially with how aggressive Skylar Wallace just is as a hitter. Really important for her to get a big leadoff out there with one of the hottest hitters coming into this All-Star Cup. Oklahoma native Riley Boone, who played at OU. And was part of 4 consecutive Women's College World Series title teams. How about that AUSL season she had this year, hitting about 350. A regular season with the Texas Volts. You'll notice the players wearing their team uniforms. Boone hits one towards center field. Jadlyn Alchin back a step. 2 down. Now the captains will wear different uniforms, but all the other players are going to be wearing their team uniforms. So there's a Talons jersey and a Bandits Blaze jersey. Bandits are the home team. This was their home field for the Chicago Bandits. And the Cascade, Portland Cascade. The 6 teams, the 6 cities, and the season that just completed. You got bandit on bandit matchup right here with Kilfoyle going up against Sammy Williams, the AUSL hitter of the year. It's got to be fun for the Chicago Bandits fans, right? Out here at home. Didn't get to watch these two obviously battle in the regular season, but that's the beauty of All-Star Cup, right? You get all these matchups. The women switch teams every week, and it truly is the best of the best. Hitter of the year, Sammy Williams on the left. Lexi Kilfoyle, who certainly was a strong candidate for pitcher of the year, though that was won by Montana Fouts. Well, I think there are just so many incredible arms across this league. Kilfoyle will definitely put herself in that conversation, leading the Bandits all the way to the championship series again. We've seen the same championship matchup in the 2 years of the AUSL between the Talons and the Bandits. You know, the Bandits have just been knocking on the door. Yeah, even adding cities didn't help as far as getting 2 different teams in this first year of the city-based format. 10 pitches, 3 up, 3 down, and Kilfoyle picks up her first strikeout. You see her numbers in the regular season. First pitch strike, Team Corrick up. And I know that record that you saw pop up for Rachel Garcia was just 1-5 on the year, so obviously not her best regular season when it comes to wins and losses, but this is an athlete that is so familiar with this format, knows how to win, is a champion, knows how to climb the leaderboard, knows exactly what she needs to do to put her and her team in the best position. Let's take a look at the Team Corrick starting lineup presented by Rawlings. Lots of power in this lineup. Lots of lefty bats, including Megan Grant, the DP in the 3 spot, who was second only behind Maya Brady for home runs in the regular season this year. Yeah, if you know Megan Grant, you know home runs, right? And that's going to be some UCLA on UCLA crime when we get to see that matchup too. But just got to be a fun cat and mouse game with all of these players. They know each other so well, and again, that's the beauty of the All-Star Cup is you know exactly who you're going up against. No, there's no secrets. It's just all about who executes and who can climb that leaderboard the fastest. Slaps it foul. Bella Dayton hanging in there. You know, we just saw that lineup for Team Corrick. You got 3 lefties at the top, 4 the first 5, 7 total. Is that by design for Team Corrick against Rachel Garcia? Yeah, I definitely think so. Typically speaking, lefties have some success off of Rachel Garcia when she leaves that backdoor curveball kind of over the outer part of the plate. But that off-speed drop is going to be critical for her, and she can expand the zone just like she did there on an 0-2 spot. Go up, go down, be able to go, work away, work in. That's when she's at her best. When she can get you chasing out of the zone, that rise ball is just prolific. And Bella Dayton knows I've got to worry about the off-speed drop in. Great pitch call there by Deja Mulipola. 2 Volts teammates showing off their stuff right now. Jadlyn Alchin, a wave and a miss. You mentioned Rachel Garcia, very familiar with this format. She finished 2nd last year in the All-Star Cup behind Kayla Kowalik. Here's Alchin. What a great season she had for the champion Talons. you don't know Jayla Dawson's story when it comes to the AUSL, you're missing out. This is a player that started out in the reserve pool in 2025, worked her way into a spot with the Talons, was not on the field as a reserve player for the 2025 championship, but she played so well, worked her way into an opportunity and didn't let it slip, was just a staple in the Talons lineup all season long, and then ultimately took home that championship MVP.
Out in the right center field, Aubrey Leach ranges over to make the grab. For round number 2, that's going to bring up the power bat the former Bruin, Megan Grant. Man, has she been fun to watch. Take a look at this.
Oh, my goodness. Megan Grant is just a pure hitter. The way that she stays in her process, the raw power, the phenomenal mechanics that she has. I mean, look at that. 86 miles an hour off the bat. Just outrageous. That 313-foot home run that she hit off Carlin Pickens would have been a home run in multiple Major League Baseball ballparks. Again, just speaks to the power that Megan Grant has. 42 home runs this past season for UCLA. Just a record setter and an athlete that is really positioned to have an incredible pro career.
See if that'll stay in play down the left field side, and it does indeed. Bubba Nichols-Camarena ranges over to make the catch, and that's a quick inning, a 10-pitch inning for Rachel Garcia. Both starting pitchers sets the side down in order in the first. I should know what you think of it, because your professional playing career, which I will say was under your own terms, you're like, you know what, this is going to be it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to quit. Hang them up. Yep. And it came right here.
Yeah, it was incredible to be able to play on Georgina's team, to be able to call this game while she's the captain. Just a really cool, special moment. She's obviously an incredible softball mind. Georgina is, going back to her days at University of South Florida. And if you talk to Georgina, just her softball IQ is just absolutely off the charts. So no surprise at all that she built her dream bullpen with this roster. And Mark, I got to tell you, as I was watching the draft, I was like, my jaw dropped a little bit farther with every pick that she made, because it was like, okay, Montana, yeah, I mean, makes sense. And then she got Kilfoyle, and then she was able to snag Faremo as well. Just an incredible job assembling arguably one of the toughest All-Star Cup staffs that we're going to see.
You know, Georgina Corrick, in her time, there's Montana Fouts. It's interesting to see how pitching loves to draft pitching in this format.
It's incredible, you know, and two, again, win points matter, and so you want to position yourselves to have a deep staff so you can accumulate as many inning points and win points as possible. If you're a captain, if you're an ace of a staff and you don't have your best stuff, you want to make sure that you've got people behind you that can come in and contribute and eat up some innings and get you some points for everyone on the board as you're trying to climb up that leaderboard.
And Haley, as you just alluded to, you'll see some of the scoring come off the bug there, but since we had no scoring in the first inning, those 10 inning points roll over, so now it's worth 20 if one of the teams were to win this inning. All part of this All-Star Cup format. Deja Mulipola leading off Team Garcia's second inning. Pulling the string a bit. Kilfoyle gets the strikeout, her second already tonight.
Yeah, this is Lexi Kilfoyle's off-speed curveball that's coming in at about 60 miles an hour. You see Deja Mulipola just right out in front of that. Great location, great pitch call back there behind the plate by Charlize Palacios. And that's a big timeout. Kilfoyle's kind of cruising right now, only 17 pitches so far in this game. Has really great command of the strike zone so far and looking sharp.
Rachel Garcia, first pitch swinging, and Sydney Sherrill to her right. And the Team Corrick second baseman throws out Rachel Garcia, who jumped on the first pitch, and make that 2 quick outs now. Lexi Kilfoyle spent 3 seasons in Alabama, then went to Oklahoma State. Big 12 pitcher of the year her last year in 2024, and as we mentioned, had a great season this year. The regular season in AUSL play with the Bandits went 6-0 with an ERA under 2.
I'd say that's pretty good.
Yes. Facing the kind of hitting she's facing night in, night out. Brito was drawn in at third base, and Bayani just found the hole on the left side and has the game's first hit. She is the game's first base runner. Ailana Agbayani. She had a huge hit in that play-in game. Agbayani did the 2-out game-winning hit when Chicago Bandits beat Portland Cascade 6-5 in 11 innings. That was a thrilling game to watch.
Yeah, absolutely.
Season on the line.
Peak softball, and you know what? There's something that always happens when an Oklahoma Sooner is up to bat in a big-time moment. They always seem to come up clutch. Agbayani did that in her rookie year.
How much does that hurt your Roll Tide jeans to say?
Oh, it hurts a lot. I got a lot of Boomer Sooner friends out there. I do. Still painful to say, but it's all right. I appreciate good softball, no matter where it's played.
Yeah, and they've played a lot of great softball for a long time now.
And so has UCLA, where Bubba Nichols Camarena came from, too.
And this is AUSL All-Star Cup. Bubba takes strike 3. And Alexi Kilfoyle works around that 2-out base hit by Agbayani and has recorded her 3rd strikeout. Team Garcia, Team Corrick on opening night.
Lexi Kilfoyle dropping, curving, striking out, getting big-time outs for Team Corrick. We'll see if they can put some runs on the board when we come back.
Sammy Williams, the ultimate grow, which in her eyes stands for personally responsible for your outcome. And that's exactly what's led her here to now playing in the All-Star Cup.
You know, we'll see if she can win the All-Star Cup championship, and she obviously would be playing a part in any Chicago Cubs success this year. Yeah, as big a deal as analytics and software and the engineering part of that is. As Bree Ellis is leading off here for Team Corrick, scoreless bottom of the 2nd. You know, you look at Sammy Williams. I mean, the report from Sydney was terrific. She earned her bachelor's degree in software engineering, her master's in information systems, and her official title working with the Cubs is senior software engineer.
That's just absolutely incredible. The way that she thinks the game, the way that she goes about her business. I love Rachel Garcia describing her as a true pro. And you can just tell what it means to these athletes to be drafted, to be a professional softball player, to have that be one of your full-time jobs, to trust the process, to put in the work. And Sammy's talked about, you know, her first couple of years playing pro, she struggled and really put in the work this offseason, is reaping the rewards of that now. And someone else that's done the same is the hitter we see in the box right now with Bree Ellis as well.
Agbayani throws her out. Well, let me put the bow on Sammy Williams. Last year, she received the 2025 Kate Feeney Leadership Award from Major League Baseball. If that's not a big deal, I don't know what is.
Just remarkable. I mean, what she's been able to do, the leader that she is, again, just how she thinks the game. She is a role model for so many young women, and you have to think, too, the best is still in front of her with what she's going to be able to do both on and off the field.
Sydney Sherrill takes a strike. Oklahoma City Spark player. Played 5 seasons at Florida State. I guess she's one of the few Oklahoma City, Norman area people. She's from Moore, Oklahoma, that got away and went down to Florida State.
Still won a national championship, though, with Florida State in 2018.
She did, which was her freshman year, if I recall correctly.
Yes, it was her freshman year. And an incredible freshman year she had. Sydney Sherrill, when she's at her best, she is just an absolute doubles machine. Really owns that left center gap. When she is in sync and in rhythm, can do a lot of damage.
Well, her freshman year, 2018, she set the Florida State and ACC single season record with 29 doubles.
Go.
And she has the FSU career doubles record with 82.
And with all the great athletes that have come through that Florida State program, that's definitely saying something.
Oh, man. You're not kidding. A ball and 2 strikes. Rachel Garcia, her 20th pitch of this game. And are all tied up there, and Sherrill strikes out. Kate, number 2 for Rachel tonight.
Yeah, this is a beautiful setup pitch by Rachel Garcia. She goes hard curve in earlier in that bat to set up the off-speed drop ball. Just absolutely lethal for lefties. You think that's going to be a curveball hard and in on your hands, and it just falls off the table. No chance there for Sydney Sherrill. Great pitch there by Rachel Garcia.
Charlize Palacios had a nice AUSL All-Star Cup last year. In fact, earned 2 defensive MVPs during that run, which is an important part of the format and the points process.
We got to give the catcher some love. Now, early on in the AU Championship Series kind of history, pitchers would get so much credit, and they would climb the leaderboard so fast, racking up outs. But when you've got a catcher that you trust behind the plate that's calling an incredible game, it matters, not just for the pitcher in the circle, but for everyone on the team to be able to secure those inning points, secure those win points. Then you're looking at one of the best pitch callers in the game. Learned so much from her older sister, Sachelle Palacios, who also played with Athletes Unlimited for a very long time. Just thinks the game at a really, really high level.
It was fun to watch the sisters play against each other. That ball hit well towards left center field and deep and gone. She said, hey, I can win a defensive award, but I might do something with the bat too.
I think she heard us up here chirping that we were talking all about our defense, and she's like, all right, I can hit too. A beautiful swing there from Palacios, and that's big time. Puts Team Corrick on the board. 40 points right there for Charlize Palacios, and 20 points for winning the first 2 innings for Team Corrick. We're going to get another look at this pitch. This is just a rise ball that doesn't quite rise enough. It leaks over the heart of the plate, and Charlize Palacios does a great job of staying on plane with that ball, hitting it right back where it's pitched, and getting her team on the board.
74-mile-per-hour exit velocity. It went 250 feet. Hit that well to open the scoring. Sydney McKinney now with Team Corrick owning an early lead here in the bottom of the second. And this opening night of the AUSL All-Star Cup. Sydney has more with the home run hitter.
Charlize, what a welcome to All-Star Cup. Congratulations. What were you thinking when you hopped into that box?
You know what? Me and Alyssa Brito were having such a good plan talk. And I feel like sometimes the plan doesn't always go as expected, but with 2 strikes, it was just like get your barrel to a good ball. And yeah, just been feeling good all week coming back from USA, so just brought it over here.
We were mentioning how you played with your sister, Sachelle. What is it like for somebody who knows this format so well? What does All-Star Cup bring, and how you've seen it carry through your family?
I think All-Star Cup with my sister, knowing that she dominated in this type of fashion, it's different than normal softball, but just being able to ask her questions and having a best friend, a mentor in all of it. So definitely have to give a lot of thanks to my sister for that.
Well, Sachelle will be very proud to let you go celebrate with your teammates. Congrats, Charlize.
Thank you.
City, Charlize, thanks very much. The pop out there to Wallace to win the inning, but Charlize Palacios sending one 250 feet out to center field, and it's Team Corrick with an early 1-0 lead over Team Garcia.
I think the most fun part is switching teams every week, right? You give these women a chance that are the captains, you give them a chance to show off their softball IQ and how they build a team, how they would structure a team. It's just a really unique and special opportunity.
Well, Stewart getting it to Ellis, who holds the bag.
Yeah, I'm wondering if we might see a challenge here in this play, because this is a ball. Cahalan does a great job of using the turf, but you can see Bree Ellis kind of bobble that softball there as Stewart crosses the bag, and I'm wondering if we're going to see a challenge. It looks like we are.
We will indeed. Cameron Ellison, you see there, Robbie Guest, Scott Mayer are umpires in this game. And by the way, the plate umpire, Scott Mayer, is wired up. We'll have a chance to listen in on the conversations between the umpires themselves if they come about in this game. So she definitely held the bag. It's the juggle that is the issue here, and there looks to be enough as the foot touches the base from Stewart, and the ball is definitely not in the glove of Ellis.
Yeah, I'm thinking we're going to see this one overturned here. So you can see that foot clearly come on the base. That ball's not in the glove there for Ellis. And again, this turf, if you're not experienced playing on this turf here in Rosemont, it can kind of eat you up sometimes. I know a lot of middle infielders and outfielders especially too will use the turf to kind of speed up their throw. That puts a lot of stress on the first baseman.
Ruling on the field has changed. Defender did not have control. The runner is safe. That is Team Corrick's first challenge.
So the call has been changed. So I assume they're going to charge an error there to allow Stewart to reach base. That does begin the inning. Again, they're going to charge it to the first baseman for the juggle off the bounce to Ellis. Nonetheless, Stewart is on, representing the potential tying run. 9-hole hitter up and right fielder Aubrey Leach. Remember the Carolina Blaze in the regular season? Lays down the bunt, bare hand play, tough play, but safe at first. We'll see if we get a challenge here. Really nice play by Alyssa Brito. Bang bang play at first, and this time we got the safe sign.
This is pure athleticism by Brito to be able to bare hand this and just put an absolute rocket of a throw down there to Brie Ellis. I'm wondering if umpire maybe saw that right foot there of Brie Ellis come off the base, and that's the reason for the safe call, because as I'm looking at this, the throw clearly beats her. Ball's in the glove, but I don't think that Brie Ellis's right foot is on the base, which I think ultimately leads to that safe call. We'll see if they take a look at it. It doesn't look like they're going to.
I think you hit it right, nail on the head there, that the foot came off just a bit early.
It's a game of inches. But how about the touch on that bunt, too, from Aubrey Leach?
Who should get credit for a sacrifice regardless.
Which is important, because that's 10 points.
Yes,
climbing the leaderboard.
Exactly. That you knew exactly where I was going with that. So we'll see how the official scoring goes about it.
Quick break from the action, guys. And to those of you who've already subscribed or clicked to like and follow us, we certainly thank you. And you probably already received your free gift, and you can skip ahead. But for those of you who have not yet clicked that subscribe or follow button, we would like to ask you to do that for us, because it really helps the channel. And we really appreciate those who support us so that we can keep making great content and growing this channel. So stay until the end of this video, where we'll say thank you for watching and supporting us, but we'll do it in a tangible way you can personally enjoy, and one that really brings actual value to you by giving you your choice of one of these 21 great digital guides or manuals you see on the screen right now, covering a wide array of useful subjects, and you'll even be able to read their table of contents before you decide. And that's how we know that each one of you will find something helpful and beneficial to your life's current journey or your future goals. They're valued between $19 and $27, but completely free. We'll see you at the end of the video and then provide you the simple steps to go get it and select yours. Now back to the action, folks.
Well, two base runners on, top of the order up. Chance for Skylar Wallace, who flied to left field in her first at bat. Alexi Kilfoyle sent down the first 5 hitters. Let's see if she can work around a couple of defensive issues.
She's done a really nice job so far in this game of getting ahead and getting these Team Garcia hitters to chase and expand the zone a little bit. And you can see her right there just trying to nitpick on the outside corner to get Skylar Wallace to get herself out.
Count holds it 2-2 on Wallace. And Stewart let off the inning reaching on an error. Up the middle by the diving Sherlin to center field. The lead runner Stewart is stopped at third base. As the throw came in from alternate center quickly, and the bases are loaded for Team Garcia with nobody out on a Skylar Wallace base hit.
Yeah, Kilfoyle was trying to get a draw ball on the inside part of the plate after going away, trying to catch Skylar Wallace off guard by coming down and in, but she's ready for it, and this is exactly how you hit a draw ball on the inner part of the plate. Keep your hands inside, drop that barrel, drive it right back up the middle, and now a big-time bases loaded opportunity here for Riley Boone.
Riley takes down and away. Even though that's ball 1, the first pitch of the sequence. Kilfoyle has thrown 8 first pitch strikes to the 11 hitters she's faced, the 11th being Riley Boone. Lays off a pitch upstairs.
And it just misses barely up and away. But again, another drop ball there too. And we've talked about Lexi Kilfoyle being able to throw that drop ball at all three levels. She'll throw it up in the zone, which is really deceptive. You think you see it up, it's only going to go higher. Not with Kilfoyle. It's what makes her so good and so effective.
Riley Boone just guides it foul. Up in the stands, nice crowd on this Saturday night. From Parkway Bank Sports Complex here in Rosemont, Illinois. Always going to see plenty of the softball players. Of course, there are a lot of Bandits fans here too, as well.
Absolutely. And I believe that young team that we just showed, they are also the Bandits that are out here, probably cheering on their Bandits as well. So a lot of, yeah, there you go. Some Bandits got their softballs ready to go for autographs after the game.
Love the fake Raleigh Fingers mustache, that young lady. And it has gone to a full count. You might have to go back to the early Oakland A's in the 70s and look up Raleigh Fingers, and you'll be well attuned to what that mustache is.
Yeah, we're going to give that young lady some homework at the end of the game.
Maybe she's already done that homework. Good for you. Nice to wear that. A high leverage moment in this game here, Haley, after the home run by Charlize Palacios. Gave Team Corrick a lead, and now 8th pitch of this at bat coming to Riley Boone.
Yeah, we talked about Kilfoyle really effective in the first inning, throwing only 10 pitches. So far here in this third, gotten deep into counts, had to work. As Riley Boone just continues to battle. And I think the more that you watch these All-Star Cup games and these women get familiar with each other, and you're going hitter against pitcher, and you're familiar, and you've got all the stats and the data, you've got the at-bats, you know, there are no secrets. You know, you got to sometimes you just got to step in the box, fight and battle, like exactly what Riley Boone's doing right now. So often, finding success as a hitter in this league is just about battling until you make the pitcher make a mistake. And we've seen Team Garcia kind of do that in this inning, fouling off pitches, fighting.
Bases are loaded with nobody out, and another 3-2 pitch from Lexi Kilfoyle. And borderline strike 3 on the outside corner. And Boone out looking. That was very close to maybe being ball 4 and tying this game. What an at-bat, though, by Boone.
That's an incredible at-bat by Boone, and just a good location, good pitcher's pitch, good frame there by Charlize Palacios. Obviously, Riley Boone doesn't agree with the call.
It's a big call.
And if Lexi Kilfoyle keeps getting that call, it could be potentially a long night for Team Garcia. As you take a look at the individual ERA leaders coming in. Oh, and by the way, Georgina Corrick, Lexi Kilfoyle, and Montana Fouts are all on Team Corrick this week. So
Sammy Williams hit the body before it rolled into fair territory. Foul ball.
I think you could call the Team Corrick pitching staff a nightmare. There's a lot of adjectives I think I could come up with as a former hitter, not wanting to go up against that bullpen.
Sammy Williams, the hitter of the year this year in the AUSL, takes down and it squirts away from Palacios, and Stewart comes in to tie the game. It is 1-1.
And this is what putting pressure on the defense does and how it leads to runs. We saw an error get that started. Stewart comes all the way around to score. We saw the bunt. Another kind of mental mistake on Aubrey Leach's bunt as well. Skylar Wallace was together, quality at bat, big opportunities.
And now Team Garcia takes the lead. Here comes the second runner for the plate. It's standing and it's safely there is Wallace, and Williams down to second. Team Garcia has scored 3 times now in this inning and take a 2-run lead.
Well, Sammy Williams had 12 doubles in the regular season of the AUSL. That was twice as many more as any other hitter, and she does it again here. Just an absolute great piece of hitting. keeps her hands inside, goes all the way around to second base, brings in 2 big runs, and Team Garcia does a great job of answering, manufacturing runs, swinging at quality pitches, and getting rewarded with some runs on the board here in the 3rd.
And another 60 feet taken there. Sammy Williams. As the pitch got away. Much different 3rd inning here for the Team Corrick pitching and defense.
Yeah, 2nd time through the lineup, but a great job of the bottom of the lineup for Team Garcia to be able to really get this going. Sydney Stewart gets on with an error. We mentioned the Aubrey Leach bunt. They've just been able to kind of pass the bat. Hitting is contagious, especially when you're going up against a great arm like Lexi Kilfoyle. It's all about making adjustments, continuing to pass the plan down to every hitter in that lineup. And you see the pitches by inning here, really efficient in the 1st. They've clearly made her work here in this 3rd. They're not fishing, not chasing outside of the zone. And they're swinging at the pitches that they know they can do damage with. And so far in this inning, that's what they've been able to do.
Deji Mulapolo takes down and in. And the bullpen is busy. The captain is up Corrick, as is Megan Faremo.
And that's a luxury of just having a deep pitching staff. You don't have to leave a pitcher out there too long if you feel like an adjustment needs to be made. And those are 2 great Talon's arms, getting warmed up and getting ready. I think also 2 great compliments to Lexi Kilfoyle. Kilfoyle obviously with her drop ball, Faremo and Corrick both a little bit more up in the zone as well.
And something to keep in mind, Team Garcia will not play tomorrow. They won't play again until Monday against Team Ricketts. Team Corrick does play tomorrow against Team Ricketts.
Yeah, which is all a part of the strategy for all 3 of these teams that are competing each and every week. That schedule is super important. You talk about Team Garcia having the day off tomorrow. We could see Rachel Garcia get the start again on Monday night with that day of rest in between, as there's Captain Kaylani Ricketts doing some scouting. It's important to remember too, these players, these captains, they are the ones making the calls. There are no coaches. So it's all about putting their softball IQ and GM caps on.
A little flare out to shortstop. Kinley Cahalan backs up to make the catch. That's a big 2nd out for Lexi Kilfoyle, keeping Williams at 3rd base. So you know the 2 captains tonight, Garcia and Corrick. There's the 3rd, Kaylani Ricketts. There's your Series 1 captains.
Yeah, just incredible athletes all around, incredible arms in the circle, obviously, and then what Rachel Garcia is able to do with her bat, too, really helps her in the All-Star Cup format.
Garcia, 2nd straight time she swung at the 1st pitch. Same result, grounds out to Cheryl to retire the side, but 3 runs across for Team Garcia, who have taken the lead in the top of the 3rd.
They're in the top of the 3rd. It's going to be important here for Cahalan and Alyssa Brito in the 9 spot to be able to get on base and turn this lineup over if they want to answer. Because they're going to need 4 runs to win the inning after Garcia put up a 3 spot. 3 runs would mean a rollover inning.
Portland Cascade member Kinley Cahalan. You know, remembering the play-in game, we talked about that earlier, which the Cascade lost to the Chicago Bandits 6-5 in 11 innings. But I remember Cahalan, she had a great leaping catch at shortstop. I think it was the 6th inning of that game. There was so much back and forth with the season on the line for both those teams in the play-in.
Yeah, just an incredible game all around, an incredible end of the regular season. So competitive.
Got in on the hands of Cahalan and sends a fly ball to center field, where Riley Boone tracks that down for the 1st out. Riley, do you hear us out in center field?
We're the walk-up song. Yeah. Okay, Samba. Yes, I hear you.
Outstanding.
What a song. What a song.
I don't want to interrupt the singing.
Come on.
It's one way to entertain folks during this, what is going to be a pitching change.
Okay. I'm going to be a little more hole.
Okay.
So, and I'll play a little bit here.
Okay. Oh!
Hey, we got 2 bangers.
Riley, what's the conversation going on with Bubba and Aubrey?
No, amazing.
She's, wait. Yes! You know amazing? We're talking songs.
No, I know, by him. Elevation Rhythm and
Josiah?
Yeah.
Wait, Mark, watch this. Do our 2-out dance. Watch this. Ready? We got 2 outs. Now watch me and Bubba. Ready? Got you. Trip out, trip out, trip out, trip out. Yeah.
Never in my life ever done anything like
Say
that.
trip out.
I'm like this. The fact that you got Aubrey to do that is actually crazy.
I was like, no, get down. Get down. Get down.
And you're like, oh, you're so close.
Riley, can you confirm for the fans that outfielders have more fun than infielders?
100%.
Are we doing it again?
Look at us.
I know so.
Yeah, you want?
Shut them down. We
You
are
go.
going to shut them down.
Yeah. I know so.
That was such a loaded question.
Outfielders did that? No. They're probably
Exactly
like, you got
right.
it. You got this, girl.
Exactly
Yeah.
right. Audis have more fun, Mark. Absolutely confirmed.
You convinced me. You see Sam Landry's in the game now, pitching.
Oh, yeah. My girl. Hot Sam. Hot 2-1. Good spot. Yeah, Sam. Come on.
Riley, I got to ask you, it's your first time playing in the All-Star Cup format. What is this like for you, being able to play with 45 of the best players
In the world.
What's that like for you?
It's so fun. I literally enjoy just knowing. Yes! That was nasty. I just literally love enjoying. Oh my gosh, I literally can't talk. Good job. Literally just enjoy seeing all these different girls. But honestly, I feel like All-Star Cup, there seems like there's no pressure, and this is the most free I have seen softball be. Does that make sense?
Absolutely.
Like these girls, like obviously I've played them with like in college and during season, but to see the best of the best be on the field, it's literally like we are in T-ball again, and it's smiles 24/7. So it's just so awesome to be a part of.
Top of the order, Bella Dayton. Hey, Riley, what did you take away from the regular season with the Bolts?
Oh, my Texas. One, I love Texas. Don't care what the OU fans say. Don't really care. I love Texas. But honestly, just taking away of getting to play with Tia again, I think like made my heart so happy. And getting to play with Deja again was so fun. And honestly, I just made like really close friendships in the amount of 2 months. Like making those friendships that will go beyond softball, I think was the funnest part with the Texas Bolts.
Well said.
Thank you. Awesome. Keep working. He go.
Riley, I know that you have made some pitching appearances as well throughout your career. Have you talked to your captain, Rachel Garcia, about potentially getting some innings here in this fun format to try to climb the leaderboard?
I feel like I don't know. Rachel loves me, but I'm kind of scared that she'll look at me and be like, no. And I'll be butthurt.
Do you want to share with the fans at home what's in your pitching arsenal? What's your go-to pitch?
Change up. Okay, so I go a drop. So I throw a peel drop, drop curve, rise ball, but my change up, I grip it like all like this. So you literally, good spot! You literally cannot see anything.
Riley, thanks so much. One last thing. Can you try and have a little more fun, maybe?
Please, Mark.
You're 1-0 lead. Team Garcia with 3 runs in the third have the lead. They bat now in the top of the 4th, and a check swing that came in and hit Agbayani on the hands, and she will take her base. Milano on base for a second straight time.
And it's a curveball that just gets right underneath those hands. No, that doesn't feel good, but she'll take the +8. Getting on base, big leadoff on.
You make a good point. Hit by pitch, 8 points. That's Nichols Camarena on the bunt. Gives herself up, advances Akbayani down to second base. And that sacrifice is worth +10.
+10. There you go. Plenty of ways to score some points and get yourself on the leaderboard. And we've seen so far Team Garcia, as they've gone deeper into this game, facing Lexi Kilfoyle, just doing the little things right. It doesn't have to be pretty and flashy all the time. We've seen them reach on an error. We've seen them lay down some sack bunts, move runners over, really executing that game plan of get them on, get them over, get them in. And it started in the top of the third with Sydney Stewart reaching on that error and coming around to score.
That did indeed open the door and really kind of flipped the outing that Kilfoyle was having. She breezed through the first 2 innings for the most part. And then that was a big speed bump in the third.
Yeah, really good adjustments. And not waiting for a long time either to make those adjustments. You can tell Team Garcia, they're passing down game plans, passing down what they see.
Did she get the tag? No. Well, the defense has had some issues. Brito came up with it at third base, but the throw pulled Bree Ellis off the base, who tried a swipe tag on Stewart as she went by, but according to our first base umpire, Robbie Guest, didn't get her.
Yeah, we've seen a couple of throws go a little bit wide on Elisa Brito over there, throwing to Bree Ellis, and you see her, she's going to check the runner, but this throw just, yeah, like a little bit wide. And then Bree Ellis comes off the bag, does a great job of doing that and trying to get that tag down, but I think I agree with the umpire here. I'm not so sure that she made contact, maybe on the hip right there, but it's really tough to see from that angle. I'm wondering if they're going to take a look at this.
Team Corrick is challenging a safe call at first base. Previous play is under review.
All right, now, from the angle that we saw, there, to me, I don't know about for you, Haley, there wasn't enough to overturn the call on the field of safe. Now, maybe a different angle can change that.
Yeah, I didn't see it from this angle. We'll take another look here. Again, this is going to be really hard to see. I'm not quite sure. You're looking at that left hip of Sydney Stewart there. Does the jersey move a little bit when that glove kind of gets near her hip? She's throwing up safe right away, saying, no, I don't think she got me.
After further review, the ruling on the field stands. The runner is safe. That is Team Corrick's second and final challenge.
So they used their last challenge.
And I think that's the right call. Not just not enough there to overturn it. Don't mind the challenge from Corrick. You want to make sure that you're getting as many outs as you can. You want to limit the base runners and try to limit the damage that Team Garcia can do here in this inning. So now out of challenges as well. It's 2 for 2.
We're going to have a pinch runner at first base for Stewart. So Alicia Ocasio is going to come off the bench and run. There's not much Alicia Ocasio can't do.
I was up here watching practice yesterday, Mark, and she was taking reps defensively at, I kid you not, every single position. She was out at shortstop. She was out at second base. She was playing right field. She took some reps in left field. I mean, just a true all-around athlete. And, oh, yeah, by the way, an incredible pitcher, and has been an incredible professional pitcher for a very long time.
And you know what? If we pulled her up here in the booth and gave her the headset, she'd do that too.
Exactly right. Just a woman of many talents. Former AU champion as well.
Aubrey Leach takes a strike. Two on, 1 out. Kilfoyle ahead of Leach, 0-2. Ground ball to third. There's a force out there. Stepping on Brito to first, not in time. Throw back to second base. And Ocasio trying to get back is out.
This is heads-up defense right here by Bree Ellis. An old-school double play there, throwing the ball around the yard. Great job there by Team Corrick to be able to get out of...
Part of the order up, 2, 3, and 4, and Jalen Alchin to lead off.
And it's interesting to me. We were talking to Riley Boone last inning. We didn't get a chance to really chat about Sam Landry coming into this game. Pretty interesting decision by Captain Rachel Garcia in that moment to put Sam Landry in, but came in, did an incredible job. Just has so much finesse in the circle. Does a great job of mixing speeds, hitting spots. It's going to be important for her to continue to try to gain outs if Team Garcia is going to come through with this win here.
Third base. Sammy Williams makes the catch. That's it. Delaney Wiz over at third base. We've had a couple of changes. You got Delaney Wiz over at third base. Rachel Garcia, who was the pitcher and then went to the DP role, is still in the game, and she's playing over at first base. So there's your corner infielders. And Megan Grant is up. There's Garcia playing first base now. Sydney has more on Megan Grant and that home run power.
52 home runs. In the last 7 months, Megan Grant has hit 52 home runs, 42 being at UCLA NCAA's new single-season home run record, and 10 being here at the pro leagues. And guys, it's all about her pre-pitch routine. You'll see she'll put her head down, and that is to clear any wandering thoughts. And then when she steps in the box, she calls it her safe square. Only positive thoughts are allowed to run through her mind.
Something to be said for just positive thinking.
Absolutely. We play a game of failure. Softball is such a difficult sport. I would argue it's the hardest sport that you can play, hitting especially. And so you've got to make sure that your mental approach is just locked in. And you can tell Megan Grant has put in a ton of time, a ton of energy, and a ton of effort into making sure that she is the best that she can possibly be. Sam Landry said, hold on a second now. I can hit a spot on the outside corner and get a big timeout.
Yeah, Sam Landry's come in this game and pitched really well in relief here.
Really well, doing a great job of mixing speeds and hitting spots. Is the pitch that's just going to sit on the outside part of the plate, freeze Megan Grant there, and that's a big-time strikeout.
An effective outing for Landry. She's going to give way to Carlin Pickens. More on her.
Ball's over the plate. She's going to provide the power. And a really tall task for Team Corrick here after facing the spin and finesse of Sam Landry to be able to face this high velocity. It's going to be a quick adjustment. It's going to have to start with Brie Ellis.
Ellis swinging at the first pitch and pulls it foul. Brie grounded out to second base her first time up. It's been interesting to watch the dynamic here. Look out. Team Garcia with Rachel Garcia lifting herself from the circle. Sam Landry in. Now Carlin Pickens. We're looking at just kind of a matchup situation.
Yeah, I think just being able to get Megan Grant out was a really big deal for Sam Landry. Just a really good matchup there. Again, it's the spin, the speed, the finesse of Landry, and then coming in against Brie Ellis. Garcia just probably thinks there's a much better matchup in terms of velocity there. But again, you're using all the tools in your toolbox to try to get wins and try to win as many inning points as you can, win as many games as you can, obviously, within a given weekend. It's very rare that you see full, complete games, especially in the All-Star Cup. So it takes a deep staff. And we've talked about the deep staff of Team Corrick so far. We've only seen Lexi Kilfoyle in the circle for them, but the depth of Team Garcia's pitching staff right now is going to be a key, I think, as we continue to develop in this game.
Nice outing for Sam Landry. She pitched 4 times in last year's AUSL All-Star Cup. Wound up with 644 leaderboard points. Nice start for her this year.
Really good start.
That's right up the middle, and Brie Ellis is her first hit of the All-Star Cup. That is a 2-out base hit here in the 4th for Team Corrick.
And plus 10 points there for Brie Ellis. Great job of just meeting the pitch where it was. Drop ball on the outside part of the plate. See a smile there from Carlin Pickens talking to Deja Mulipola. Like, yeah, I'm good. That was a good call.
I was really intrigued to watch her regular season this year with the Blades, coming off the college career that she had. And you might look at the numbers and say, like, yeah, that's okay. But I think for Carlin Pickens, that jump for her, I think she pitched well this year.
She pitched incredible, and not an easy thing to do coming into this league as a rookie, but was able to shine in big-time moments and gets a big timeout there to be able to get Team Garcia out of this inning.
Works around that.
Importantly, just a complete contrast to Lexi Kilfoyle in the circle. Kilfoyle just owns the down part of the zone. Faramo's the complete opposite of that. Just going to go more rise ball curve on both sides of the plate. and really important too as we come up the third time through for this Team Garcia offense, giving them a different look and trying to get some outs.
Ella Dayton calls her off. The new third baseman, Jesse Warren. Third base here for Team Corrick. So they retire Skylar Wallace for the first out of the 5th. There's Riley Boone.
Riley Boone putting in a case already for players having the most fun at the AUSL All-Star Cup.
I think she's won tonight as far as that.
Just a ball of energy.
If folks are just joining us and missed our live on-field interview during the game with her a couple innings ago, don't flip the channel. Keep your DVR where you can go back and watch it after we're done tonight, because it was highly entertaining.
Pure cinema. She plays with so much infectious joy.
That's got to drop foul.
You can tell, too, what an energy leader she is. She was that way when she was at the University of Oklahoma. All 4 years she was able to play there. It's fitting that she plays for the Volts because she is truly a spark plug all around.
Third base, Jesse Warren. Doesn't take long for the ball to find you when you come into the game. Well, an MLB doubleheader for you coming up Wednesday night. First up, Seattle Mariners taking on the New York Yankees at 7 Eastern time. And that's backed up by the Texas Rangers and the Los Angeles Angels at 10 Eastern. You can catch it live on ESPN and stream it on the ESPN app. Delaney Wiz, first at bat for her, came in for Sammy Williams. Out towards center field. Alchin drifts to her left and the side retired. Quick inning there for Megan Faramo. 7 pitches, all she needs to set down Team Garcia in the 6th. Palacios to lead off when we come back. For Sydney, really well done. And for a Northwest alum, it's way beneath you for me to comment on your arts and crafts skills. But that was outstanding. Well done and old school. Thanks so much. First pitch hacking. Palacios out to right. Right there is Leach for the first out. Actually, Skylar was moved out there. Wallace now out in right field. Palacios, despite that fly ball out to Wallace in right field, is atop the leaderboard thanks to her home run back in the 2nd inning.
Yeah, 40 points for that big bob out to center field, and then 20 points for winning the first 2 innings for Team Corrick. It's just a fun way for fans to engage with the game and really lean into the game within the game. Who is doing well, who's contributing to wins. Such a fun and innovative format here at the All-Star Cup.
Bud laid down by McKinney. Quick throw, safe. Close play, Rachel Garcia with the stretch there, and she's kind of like, what do we think?
This was a bang, bang play. And you see the smile from Carlin Pickens. She's like, I don't know, maybe I think I got her. So much athleticism, and we're going to see a challenge here. But how about the athleticism of bare hand falling over from Carlin Pickens? We know she can throw with high velocity underhand, but throws with high velocity there overhand. And we'll see as they take another look at this one. I got to be honest, Mark, that right off the bat, I thought with the naked eye, I thought they got her out. Nobody knows that better than Rachel Garcia over there at first base, too. You see the smiles. You see the nerves from Sydney McKinney, too. I think that's telling you all you need to know. I mean, this is about as close as it gets.
Ooh.
That is a bang-bang play.
You know, the heel may, I was going to say, the heel may be on the bag. So for me, I'm not seeing enough to overturn the call of safe on the field.
This is about as close as you can get.
But as you said, great athletic play from Carlin Pickens.
Either way, great softball play all around. Great touch on the bunt there from McKinney as well. Pretty much perfect placement.
After further review, the call on the field is confirmed. The runner is safe. That is Team Garcia's second and final challenge.
That heel was on the base.
Yeah, and I think that's going to be, I mean, I think that's the correct
Yeah. Definitely wasn't enough to overturn it.
Right, definitely wasn't enough to overturn it. You can see that front foot just barely getting down there as the ball's getting into Rachel Garcia's glove. But again, just about as tight as you can possibly make it.
Well, quite frankly, it shouldn't have been really any kind of close play, except Carlin Pickens' athleticism made it that way.
Absolutely.
That's out to second base. Bayani flipped out, and that'll be the only play. Hannah Gold has the shortstop position now. Aubrey Leach at second base. Seeing a lot of defensive switches as well.
Yeah, I think that just speaks to the depth of all of these rosters. You see Jesse Warren here in the game getting an at-bat, but came in for Alyssa Brito over at third base. Aubrey Leach started in right field, playing second base now. There's so much talent, so much athleticism. Really 1 through 45 in this entire All-Star Cup. One of the most competitive All-Star Cups we've ever had. I would argue the most competitive All-Star Cup roster we've ever had.
Well, the next 4 weeks we'll play that out. But I'm leaning that way.
I'm going to be locked in to my TV watching. I mean, these are the 45 best softball players in the world currently. I'm watching them go toe-to-toe and being able to...
You know, Warren's saying it got her. Obviously, her behavior would indicate that as well.
I think we're going to take another look at this here. Obviously, with the velocity of Pickens, if that ball hits you, that's not going to feel good. And you can see from her, I mean, her reaction right away. The ball just nicks her. That's 70 plus miles an hour, Mark. That does not feel good.
I was going to say, even with that velo, even a nick, it's going to
hurt. It's going to hurt.
We're back to the top of the order. Bella Dayton. Squares, it takes off the plate outside. Team Corrick needing a run to win the inning, which is a rollover because nobody scored in the fourth, so it'd be worth 20 points. Did she offer at that? And she did. Carlin Pickens, a recent entrant into this game in the circle for Team Garcia, brings that in on the fist and strikes out Dayton to retire the side. And once again, another scoreless inning, so it'll roll over a second time.
Carlin Pickens throwing with the velo down in the...
Corrick scored first. Mulipola has struck out and popped to short. Deja hit well in the AUSL regular season at 378. Her OPS was over 1,100. Chops that back to Faremo. And a high throw. I tell you what, the defense bugaboo has been a problem for Team Corrick.
Yeah, I don't know if this throw just slips out of Faremo's hand, just got away from her a little bit there, but yeah, you're right, Mark. It's just been a little bit shaky, maybe getting used to the turf, all of that fun stuff.
And speaking of the captain, Georgina Corrick, she joins us in the chair. Hello, Georgina.
Hi, guys. How we doing?
Good. How's opening night going for you here at the All-Star Cup?
I think, obviously, talking about the defensive bugaboo, you would like things to go a little bit better, potentially. But I've got such a great team. I'm surrounded by some great people. It's hard not to have a great time.
Georgie, I got to ask you, I mean, you have built one of the most prolific pitching staffs, I think, in All-Star Cup history by drafting this group. Just talk about the decisions that went into that and building this staff out.
Holy cow, Sydney Cheryl. Sorry. No,
You're
holy cow, Sydney Cheryl. And that's all she wrote, really. Coming back to the pitching staff, I mean, taking a look at this bullpen, you're going to talk about Montana Fouts, AUSL Pitcher of the Year. You're going to talk about, obviously, Megan Faremo, Lexi Kilfoyle. I think when I went into the drafting pool, the biggest thing is, obviously, you have to hit the pitchers that are presented to you. So I think as a pitcher myself, I wanted to flesh out a bullpen that I knew any single one of us could be 7 innings. We could be 4 innings, 3 innings. You can come in and bounce off of each other. We all have so many different strengths, and that was a big part of what went into my drafting process, because everyone here is elite. Everyone's legendary, as they say, and you really can't have a bad team. So I just wanted to surround myself with some of the best pitchers in the league and then allow the hitters to play pretty freely behind them.
So with your propensity to draft pitching, what possessed you to draft Haley McClinney a couple of years ago late in the season?
I don't know if you've ever seen Haley McClinney's rise ball. It is one of the nastiest things I've ever seen. Actually, Halo does indeed have one of the nastiest curveballs I've ever seen. She has very perfect 9-3 frisbee spin.
Both overhand and underhand, I know you're talking about.
Indeed, one of the nastiest it's ever been. I hope you know that my first time drafting Haley McClinney was #1 on my pitching pool list.
Wow. Thank you.
And so I did pick her up as a pitcher. Unfortunately, she was like, hey, my arm's a little... do you mind if you just put me on center field?
You know what? I have been warming up the arm a little bit underhand, so if you need any relief, I'm happy to come down from the booth. And
hey, you don't have to tell me that twice.
Okay.
This has opened up a whole other topic here. I mean, did Patrick Murphy know about this at Alabama? Why didn't we see you in the circle later?
No, he did, and we just like Georgina didn't put me in the circle. We had better pitching than me. You know, I would much rather have Georgina in the circle
for the Women's College World Series. You know, like you don't want to show what you have too early.
Right. Can't reveal all your cards.
Throw on to short to retire the side, and we'll leave it there. Georgina, thanks so much for the insight. We're looking forward to the All-Star Cup.
Of course, thank you guys so much.
Thank you, Georgie. 3-1. Team Garcia leads it going out of the 6th. Possibly tonight is put the leadoff batter on base.
Yeah, so far all 3 arms, Garcia, Landry, and Pickens, have been in command.
And there we go.
I believe they call that the announcer jinx. No leadoffs on until we mentioned it.
I'll accept that.
Good job there by Jalen Alchin, too, using her speed. Ball gets in on her hands a little bit, but just puts it in a spot, making a tough play over there for Aubrey Leach at second base.
Yeah, even if she comes up with that, she would have had to really make a good play to get Alchin. So that's a base hit for Jalen Alchin, and now Megan Grant, who could tie this thing with one swing. You talk about a power versus power matchup.
2 of the best rookies that have come into the professional league. 2 golden ticket recipients, just making their mark on the game. Already had huge impacts for both of their teams in the regular season. Obviously, what Carlin was able to do in the circle for the Blaze, and then Megan Grant being second in the league in her first year in home runs, only behind her former UCLA teammate Maya Brady with 11.
Keeping it down, but now 1 ball, 2 strike count. Leach, flip, out at second to first, double play. Leach to goal to Garcia, 4-6-3 twin killing, 2 outs.
I know Aubrey Leach started this game in right field, but she is at home when she is in the middle infield. This is great athleticism, a great flip, and then a great transfer over there by Anna Golden, shortstop. Phenomenal defense, phenomenal double play. And it seems like as we've gotten deeper into this game, Mark, anytime that Team Corrick has a little ounce of momentum, Team Garcia just shuts it down right away, either with a big-time strikeout or a big-time double play. They've done a great job of just continuing to keep the momentum on their side throughout this entire ball game.
Yeah, the Palacios home run in the second for them came with 2 outs to open the scoring for Team Corrick. But since then, they've really struggled to get even a runner into scoring position.
Yeah, it's really been all pitching staff of Team Garcia in this game. Obviously, the defense has stepped up and made some incredible plays as well, but they've been in complete control, complete command. It's been really hard for Team Corrick to get any sort of sense of offensive rhythm. And then on the flip side for Team Garcia, on the offensive side, they've done a great job of manufacturing runs, putting pressure on defense, using their speed and athleticism, taking advantage of pass balls, getting the timely hit. Just been a really clean game so far here in the first 6 innings.
1-2 pitch to Bree Ellis. Bree Ellis, this year's comeback player of the year, the AUSL. Her final season with Arkansas, 2025 SEC Player of the Year, USA Softball Collegiate Player of the Year. Helped lead Arkansas to the Super Regionals, which was a mountain that Arkansas couldn't climb, but they did this year.
They did this year.
Made it to the Women's College World Series for the first time.
And if you ask Coach Courtney Difel, that's because of athletes like Bree Ellis. It's because of athletes like Danielle Gibson that really laid the foundation for Razorback softball.
Who wants this? Rachel Garcia, the captain, will take control, and Ellis pops out to retire the side. It is another scoreless inning. We'll go to the 7th. 3-1, Team Garcia.
Well, to continue on in the 7th inning and continue to get out to climb that leaderboard.
Alicia Ocasio comes up. So 30 points still on the table for one of the teams if they can win the inning by outscoring the other. Team Garcia would love to do that because it means that they would have won the game.
Absolutely. Really important too for Garcia to get a run on the board here. Because even if, let's say, Mark, that we go into the bottom of the 7th and it's still zeros, if Corrick only puts up 1 run, they still lose the game, right? That would be a final score of 3-2, but they would win 40 inning points. They would have the 4th, the 5th, the 6th, and the 7th.
Yes.
It's one of the beauties of this format. Every moment counts, every pitch matters. And as we get deeper into this, we have got a month-long event here. As we get deeper into this, those inning points really add up and they really matter. Even just 1, right? 10 points could matter. 5 points even could matter.
And Faramo has been a host of the great arms that we have seen in on this opening night. Made the parade into the circle tonight for both teams.
I think we've said it a few times here, but it truly is the best of the best. You're talking about the best arms, the best bats, the best defense that you're going to find in all of softball. Just being able to go out here and compete against one another.
Ellis tried to stab it, and it caromed right to Cheryl, and they get a 3-4-3 putout at first base.
We saw a 5-3-4 double play earlier. Now we see a 3-4-3-L. You're getting it all at the All-Star Cup here. Bree Ellis, I feel like, has been in the center of all of it.
Well, that's one way to help yourself get an assist and a putout on the same play if you're a first baseman.
Absolutely.
It's hard to do.
If you're Team Corrick, you'll take all the outs you can get right now, trying to stay in this ball game.
Yes.
With the speed of Ocasio, too, not for nothing. The transfer that Sydney Sherrill had on that play, too, was elite.
Aubrey Leach scored back in the 3rd inning. Sammy Williams, 2-run single to left field in that third. Really has been the big hit of the game for Team Garcia. And they got some help in that inning, quite frankly, from the defense. The issues that Team Corrick was having in the field in that inning.
Yeah, an error, bunt single. And again, just manufacturing runs. That's the beauty of softball. It doesn't always have to be pretty. It doesn't always have to be the big hit or the home run or the double in the gap. But if you can just find a way to put yourself on base and then pass the bat to someone behind you, get them on, get them over, get them in. That's the name of the game, and so far Team Garcia has really executed that at a high level all night. Obviously, you want to put up more crooked numbers and continue to rack up inning points and hopefully the win points as well, but a lot of stuff to build on.
Team Garcia plays again Monday night back here on ESPNU against Team Ricketts. Team Corrick plays tomorrow against Team Ricketts, 7 Central Time, 8 Eastern, a game you can see on MLB Network. But again, back here on ESPNU for the final game of Series 1 on Monday night. Strike 3 inside corner on that 3-2 pitch from Faremo. And strikes out Aubrey Leach looking.
This is just a beautiful setup job by Charlize Palacios behind the plate with Megan Faremo. The two go back to their days at UCLA. Obviously, Talon's teammates as well. You want to talk about a battery that knows each other so well, no better than these two. Great job, great pitch call, great execution there for Megan Faremo to be able to freeze Aubrey Leach.
Faremo faces the top of the order again now with 2 outs here in the 7th. Skylar Wallace, who started at shortstop, now playing right field. And that's going to be playable on the left side. Halen waits and squeezes that to retire the side. So that takes care of Team Garcia. Last chance for Team Corrick. They need at least 2 to keep it alive, 3 to win it as we go to the bottom of the 7th. RBI base hit. And that's where it stands now. Last chance, bottom of the 7th for Team Corrick. Sydney Sherrill leading off against Carlin Pickens.
I mean, this is where this format gets interesting if you're a player. So often you hear, mental performance coaches say, stay in the present moment, scratch 1 across, be present, right? Pass the bat. It really matters in moments like this because, again, with a 2-run deficit, Team Corrick only needs to get 1 point to potentially get 40 inning points and win all of those innings. So it can really help free up your mindset. I remember when I was a player, this format helped me so much of just focusing on not winning the whole game, not seeing necessarily the big picture, but seeing the next pitch in front of you and trying to win it.
Yeah,
no time more like that than right now.
With no inning points added on in the 7th. So if they were to score at least 1 run, as you mentioned, they would win the inning, adding 30 points for their team and players.
And then so often what happens is when you get that 1 run across, you have momentum on your side now, right? And hitting is contagious and offensive approaches are contagious. And we truly play a momentum-based game, especially at these higher levels. Tall task with Carlin Pickens in the circle, but it can be done.
Well, that previous pitch looked really close to being strike 3. It wasn't. It was ball 2, and now that's in the dirt. So it's a full count and a chance here if they can get a base runner to bring the tying run to the plate.
You see velocity on display for Carlin Pickens there. That was a drop ball that was down and in, and Sydney Sherrill just pokes it the other way, trying to foul off and fight for as many pitches as she can get. You see the 8th pitch of the at-bat upcoming here.
And drops it into left field for a base hit. Quickly played in. The holder to a single, but Sherrill is on, and that's a start here for Team Corrick in the bottom of the 7th.
And that's a textbook example of a pitch-to-pitch adjustment. The pitch before that, drop ball inside. She's late. She fouls it off into the third base dugout. And what does she do? She gets the same exact pitch in the same exact location, makes the adjustment, finds a way to get on base, hits a single to the opposite field.
And it brings up Charlize Palacios, who homered back in the 2nd for their lone run. And if she can duplicate that feat here, it would tie the game. She flied to right last time up. 1-0 pitch. There's a strike call that time on that low inside edge.
Very similar pitch that we saw being called a ball in that Sydney Sherrill at bat. And Pickens just does such a good job with that velocity, just owning the bottom half of the zone.
Carlin now over 40 pitches thrown here in this relief appearance. After following Sam Landry and Rachel Garcia into the circle for Team Garcia. It can be hard to tie a lace with batting gloves on.
I was just about to say that is a test of athleticism there from Charlize Palacios.
At least nimble fingers.
Absolutely.
Let's take you back to the second.
Yeah, just goes up and gets this. Really good job, really great execution. She's had so many at-bats in her career off of Rachel Garcia. Does a great job knowing she's going to get a rise ball more than likely with 2 strikes. Just does a great job getting her barrel out there, meeting the ball where it's pitched, breaking that spin of that rise ball. We'll see if she can do that if she gets an elevated pitch against Pickens.
Too high in a full count. And home run was 250 feet.
It was a monster of a bomb, and if you're Carlin Pickens, that's why you see that rise ball nowhere even close to the zone. You don't want to let Charlize Palacios get her hands extended because that's where she does the most damage.
Big pitch here, and a late swing and a miss. That ball was sinking, and late cut, just a protection act there from Palacios, but she fans for the first out.
And this drop ball is set up by the rise ball on the previous pitch. You get Charlize Palacios' eyes up, and then what do? You come right back down. That's a great pitch call by Deja Mulipola, and a great spot and a great location to get a big-time swing and miss for Carlin Pickens.
Appeal, no swing. According to Robbie Guest, the first base umpire. Sydney McKinney base hit her last time up, 1 for 2. Great regular season in the AUSL for Sydney McKinney. Hit 370 in her 15 games that she started for the Oklahoma City Spark. Well, that was close as well. You could see the catcher, Mulipola. She thought she had strike 3. So did Pickens.
Yeah, you can see both of them wanting this call.
Strike 2.
And I understand it. I mean, right on the corner there, really close. If Pickens continues to just nitpick at the bottom part of the zone, both in and out, she's so tough.
Soft liner out to Anna Gold is caught, and that chased Cheryl back to the base, and Team Corrick down to their final out, but still have the potential tying run at the plate. There's the points earned so far tonight.
With a lot of points on the line.
Yes.
Points on the line right here for Team Garcia. You want to make sure that you don't give up anything in the gaps. You see the outfielders playing a little bit deeper, playing in no doubles, because you don't want to give up those inning win points.
Kinley Cahalan. That's to left field. Bubba Nichols, Camarena makes the catch. And opening night of the 2026 AUSL All-Star Cup is won by Team Garcia over Team Corrick, 3-1.
An incredible pitching performance all around from Team Garcia. It started with Rachel Garcia. Sam Landry did an excellent job coming in middle relief, and then Carlin Pickens with her high velocity and great command comes in and shuts the door. 100 points. That was a 100-point pitch, Mark. Incredible.
Yeah, Pickens gets the save, Landry the winner, and we'll come back with more after this.
All right, guys, thank you so much again for watching and supporting the channel. For those subscribers who have already seen and made the move to receive your free gift for liking and subscribing to support our channel, feel free to click to skip and begin watching the next great video. And so to get the free gift that we mentioned it to you, which is your selection of one of these 21 fantastic digital guides or manuals shown on the screen. And I have personally reviewed several of them just to get an idea of whether they are quality or just fluff. And I tell you guys, they really have gone the distance and made each of them relevant, useful, valuable information on all these different subjects, and some of them are nearly 35 pages long and packed with truths, proven, tested techniques, and advice, and you will see for yourself that $19 to $27 really is a fair value range for the one you will select for free. And so we need you to simply follow these simple steps. Click the like button on this video, If you haven't already done so, make sure the subscribe or follow button is clicked now, or some of you clicked it earlier. That's fine. And then in the comments section, simply type the word GIFT, 4 letters, G-I-F-T. And once you've done that, you can click the link in the bio or description, or you can type the link and go to gift.3z3.me. Oh, that's G-I-F-T dot, the number 3, the letter Z, and the number 3.me. That's gift.3z3.me. And this free gift is being provided today by the sponsor of this video, AIContentCreator.app. And click on the link, you'll be taken to the site. And there will be a blue button that is highlighted there for you. And the way it works is very simple. They support our channel and provide for you this free gift when you like, subscribe, or follow and type GIFT in the comments, which helps our channel with the algorithms. And then their hope is that you will see something you like, or you will fall in love with any of their products and services that you see there. And also because they're having a super 80% off promotion right now. Again, no purchase required and no hoops to jump through. Their AI bot will simply verify that you actually did perform the like, the subscribe, or follow to our channel, and that you type the word GIFT in the comments. And if you like anything you see there, they will in turn provide a small commission to us to help support our channel. Thank you again, and we look forward to seeing you at another video on our channel. And always remember, whether it's a basketball game that's tight until the end, a great tennis match comeback, an overtime win, or exciting ending in football, a boxing match against all odds, a track runner who fell but never gave up to get the win, an amazing goal kick in soccer, just know and rest assured that we keep a sharp eye focused on finding for you only the sports highlights that are competitions, games, or battles among the best of the day, week, or beyond. So, if you find it on our channel, you know it's HWW approved, because you can be sure that it's a highlight worth watching. See you next time, and God bless.